Howdy. We're going to be looking at Oberon, the weird cow guy. Because why not? So, this is going to be a nuking setup with Oberon. I think Oberon's actually really underrated. He's got a lot of support for the team. He's got... this won't be in-depth, so I'm not going to go over all of Oberon's abilities. This is just a way to use him right, so... if you would like an in-depth Oberon video, then let me know, but I don't think that's really necessary. There's plenty of Oberon videos you can find on YouTube as is. So, overall, he's pretty good. You get the support from his 3, and if an enemy enters the radius, even if they leave the radius, it's still going to affect them, so you don't need to build a ton of range, right? As long as they've been in the radius at some point and you don't deactivate it, they will always have renewal active, which is really nice, especially if you pair it with his augments, Phoenix Renewal, which lets you prevent a death from an ally every 90 seconds. That's huge, especially for endurance runs. Oberon is really, really nice to have as a teammate. So that's nice, and his one, I don't care for his one, but I'm probably going to do a build on it at some point. We have Roar instead of that, because Roar affects ability damage as well as weapon damage. And we'll be using Hollowed Ground and Reckoning to nuke today. And we'll be using his augment, Hollowed Eruption, for Hollowed Ground. If you reactivate the ability, it will deal all the remaining radiation damage that would be dealt by the ability in one go. So duration actually increases your damage since it increases how many radiation procs there would be. So you can actually build in the damage by duration and strength. Both of them will affect it. And Roar here, since it works on abilities, will also be affecting our damage. Then armor, as always, is a problem. But if you cast Reckoning, see it says armor reduction. Now that only affects enemies that you cast Reckoning on if they are currently on Hollowed Ground. So if you Hollowed Ground and then Reckoning, you can actually fully armor strip all of the enemies as long as you have high enough strength. It's 200% strength you need because it's 50% at base. So we can cast Hollowed Ground, armor strip them, and cast again, and it will deal a big chunk of damage. So strength and duration, very good for our damage here. Viral is important because it'll make the enemies take way more damage. You can use Proboscis Cernos, it also has grouping, but mainly we'll be getting our viral from our Panzervolt Phyla. Something that's a tad bit annoying is the viral quills. They spread like sarin spores when you damage an enemy, but only if they're damaged by your weapons. Damaging an ability will not cause the spores to spread, which is unfortunate. So I'm probably going to just use this Vacor Mirlock to shoot an enemy, no mods on, just to spread the viral to make sure we can actually kill all the enemies. So we're going to pick up energy, cast Roar, go in. We want our Panzervolt Phyla to start spreading viral. So we can see this guy right here, switch weapons. Did it spread? Oh, confused? Normally it does spread. Well, now it's starting to spread anyways. Cast this, or 2, cast their 4, removes all their armor. I don't know why it didn't remove the armor on that guy, but then you can see it nukes them all pretty hard. It didn't quite one-shot, unfortunately. As you can see, it does not armor strip if they are on Hollowed Ground. I don't know why it didn't when he was on Hollowed Ground. It was being wonky. Most of the time, the hitboxes are fine. But that's a big chunk of damage. That was only with 4 viral procs at the time. And again, strength and duration make a big difference in damage. So if you build more strength, because I only have them at 223 right now, you can get to be way higher. If you wanted to go all in, you could go Blind Rage. It's just your efficiency is going to go out the window if you do that, so I don't care for that. I'd rather not have to worry about energy constantly. Equilibrium is nice. So I've been up a long time. Equilibrium is nice here because enemies that survive Reckoning then can drop health orbs, which is very nice because Equilibrium gives you a ton of energy. So you're going to get a lot of energy by hitting enemies with Reckoning and then having Equilibrium. That'll fix the energy problem, so I guess Blind Rage won't be that big of a deal if you wanted to use it, but it's not necessary here. Bolt Augmented would be great here to increase your damage, as always. Survivability is kind of a problem in this build. I'm not quite sure how I would choose to get around it, to be honest. You do get more survivability from Renewal helping you, and Phoenix Renewal can make it so you don't die as much, but I don't know. Because you could go for a shield gate build, catalyzing shields and stuff, but it's got a long casting speed, and you don't want to just be running around and using it for this hollow ground for the sake of surviving. I'm not quite sure how it would build into surviving. I would probably try a shield gate build, but this build could use some work. This is just a proof of concept, right? I just want to show it off and see if any other people can make it more interesting. So, as I said, Molt Augmented, Molt's efficiency here is nice as long as you're not losing your shields all the time, since the duration will affect your damage, because more damage will come out from hollowed ground. And that's mostly it. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what else you could do. Nova as a teammate is always nice, like I mentioned in my Banshee video and showed, because that just makes enemies take double damage, so that's pretty nice. Being able to get more consistent viral procs rather than just Panzerful Philo would also be good, so Compressa could be really nice here to spread the viral. Epitaph is also an option, or any other good AoE primer would work here. The main point is to be able to do big PP damage. Mannerite can be nice because casting speed, as well as ability strength from sling strength. So doing that will make it a lot easier. So if we do that, now our abilities cast faster, and spawn them in again. Hopefully little hitboxes aren't wonky this time. Wait for our guy to do that. I'm not sure which enemy he... Oh well, it should be spreading. Yeah, there you go. Only one enemy survived, probably because he had less viral stacks than the rest of them. Yeah, Oberon, pretty good. Big, juicy nuke. Also, this hallowed ground, while it's up, any teammates on the hallowed ground get complete status immunity. They get an armor bonus if you have renewal active as well. And it constantly deals radiation damage, so it can apply radiation to a crowd, giving very nice crowd control. Dude, do you see this bugging out? That is quite strange. Anyways, it's pretty good. I like Oberon a lot. Honestly, I think Oberon, the only reason I don't play more is that he's just really ugly. Please, please, D, give us another skin. This is his best skin, but even this one isn't amazing. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not bad. I don't have it. And I've got more important things to buy with Plat if I had Plat. But if I did, I would use this skin. It's not bad. But he could definitely use some more skins. This helmet's pretty decent, though. This one makes me think of a certain YouTuber. This one's kind of nice. Well, here's the horrible, disgusting Oberon fashion, in case you're interested on what I have equipped. It's pretty terrible. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, maybe leave a like. If you didn't, then dislike the video so I know it was horrible. And if you want to see more random stuff like this, then subscribe. Adios.